the Houston Texans. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on first down. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
36. Tighten up, tighten up. 5-0.
Winston now. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Scott Miller. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. DeAndre Washington, his first carry. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Watson being chased out left. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked up by M.J. Stewart, and his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Tighten down. There you go.
Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to the...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they're getting blanketed downfield. and this ball winds up being intercepted.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the toss play, this is Washington. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
On 2nd and 11 now. Watson dancing to his left. And this one grabbed by Darren Fells. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. The Texans with the first opportunity now from the red zone. 1st and 10 right at the 20. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Faking the give. Now Watson rolling to his right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
Mike 51. Cut. Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51. You ain't got Mike 54. 51 for Mike. 51 for Mike. Get ready. Mike 51.
Throwing on 3rd down. Watson. And that is incomplete.
So it looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
The kick by Fairbairn is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
They run with Washington. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 12, Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Kiki QT. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. J.J. Watt racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Jameis to throw it. He sets up the screen to Jones. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. 19 on the last play, 19 more here, and another first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 42-yard line.
Jim. You go tight. You got tight. Let's go.
The second-year man from USC, this is Ronald Jones. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. 7-7, our score after one. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
I don't even know why this team showed up. Hey, 4-1 Mike, 4-1 Mike.
Here's Winston. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 24-yard line.
Check, 41. Slant.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Mike, 41. Mike.
On 1st and 10, Winston. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Let's go. 41 Mike, 41 Mike, right here. Easy. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
They go back to the ground with Jones. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
That's it, baby.
Only one way to describe Ronald Jones' rookie season with Tampa Bay, and that's disappointing. Drafted to be their lead runner, just 23 carries on a team that ranked 29th in the NFL in rushing.
Sliding out of the pocket. He's got Evans. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Now Jones. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Texans' 11-yard.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
41's the Mike, 41's the Mike. Let's go.
Now Winston. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
They turn to the fullback, Gillespie. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Set. 19.
One incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Here's Watson. On third down. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. First catch of the game for Hopkins. It's a first down.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. And here we go. Kill, 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 kill. Give me 9. 51, Mike 51. They can't hang with us.
On first, here's Washington. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they were hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They run for the shotgun with Washington, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Here's Watson. Forced out to his left. That's caught. It's DeAndre Carter. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Check it back, check it back.
They'll run. It's Washington. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Throw left side complete. It's Dixon. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Hey, 24. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Cracks,
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson caught left side, Hopkins. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Now a first down throw, Watson. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Texans have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5
From the gun, Winston. Looking deep downfield. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Check, boys.
Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. They'll try and run for it with Jones. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
It's 4th down.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Final play of the half here, Winston. He'll fire a desperation throw for the end zone. And that is going to be incomplete. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down, it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Winston out to the left there and complete to Howard. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line. Running right, Jones. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Winston. And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
following the pickup of 4. Here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go, D. Check 31, check 31. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. Hey, 31. Check 52.
Staying on the ground with Washington. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
On 1st down, it's Washington, and he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
Set. 19. So right. Hey, 4 down. 59.
Now on 2nd and 16, Watson. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground. Third and long, it's Watson. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Returnable here from the 38. A 7-yard return following a punt at 45 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Winston over the middle to Evans. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 28.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and we are tied at 14. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Right back to Washington. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3. Hold them up, hold.
On 3rd down, here's Washington. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Steps away to his left. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they're not able to convert on 4th down.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Jameis now perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Out of the pistol to give to Jones. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Again, it's Jones. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Check 9, check 9.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions. but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
On first down, Watson. Flushed out right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
In 2018, Deshaun Watson had 5 fourth-quarter comebacks. Only Drew Brees of the Saints had more with 6. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Watson now to throw. Buying time to his left. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Watson. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining.
Let's go.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the...
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
They'll start the drive with Washington. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
And 9 at the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
We got 4.
They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time. Back
to throw. And he'll find QT on the right side complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
First down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Washington now out of the gun. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the 50, it's Watson. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He's back to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Now it's Watson. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Victory formation now for the Buccaneers.